Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that, and also if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2023 related video here on my channel, and another sort of reaction video as well, because right now I'm about to listen for the first time to snippets of all of the songs in contention for Malta with regards to next year's ESC, which as we all know will be staged next May in Liverpool in the United Kingdom. As usual, I have information in front of me to make sure I don't forget anything too important. As always, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and feel free to check out the links in the description to my other social media pages if you so wish. So, Malta's selection. I didn't even know we were going to be getting the songs today. That tells you how much on the ball I am with ESC related news at the moment. But the Maltese selection begins very soon, on January the 13th, and it will finish on February the 11th after 4 quarterfinals and a semi-final. It is called, wait for this, Malta Eurovision Song Contest 2023. I don't know about you, but that is perhaps the most imaginative title for a national final I have ever seen. Anyway, Malta has finished second twice in Eurovision, having debuted in 1971. They didn't start off terribly well in Eurovision, it's fair to say, last on their debut, and then I think they finished last a year later as well. Anyway, second in Tallinn in 2002 with Ira Losco, Seventh Wonder, very cutesy track, and then with a big ballad, Chiara Angel in 2005. Now, I thought Malta were onto something very special a few years ago when they started using the X Factor Malta. Michaela came through with Chameleon, which I thought was an absolutely terrific entry for Malta a couple of years ago. She finished sort of in mid-table. And then Destiny came along, former junior Eurovision winner, of course. She had her song in 2020, which would have done well had the contest gone ahead. And then Je me casse in 2021, which finished in the top 10. However, last year, Emma Muscat, pretty big name I would say, she failed to make it through the semi-finals, and it seems to me as though Malta have completely gone back in time, using this national final setup. I've not heard good things. I'll be honest, I've seen a few comments online already about this lineup, and yes, they are just snippets, but it seems overwhelmingly negative. So, we'll see what they're bringing to the table this year. In terms of the lineup, we've known the names of the artists, the names of the songs, and most of the songwriters for quite a while now. It's worth keeping an eye on Aiden, who was the runner-up behind Emma Muscat earlier this year. His song is called Regina. We've also got Eliana Gomez Blanco, who finished last for Malta at Junior Eurovision a few years ago. We have Fabrizio Faniello. He's represented his country twice in the past, but finished last in 2006. Francesca Sciberras, who's also done Junior Eurovision for Malta. Jessica Muscat, who's represented San Marino, of course. That was back in 2018. We've also got Maxine Patch, who's been involved before. Very interested to hear her track. And we've also got Stefan Galea, who was in the 2016 selection for Malta and on the X Factor Malta's first season, plus many others. There are 40 songs here, although there is 41 in the playlist that I'm about to check out. 2 unavailable videos are hidden. I wonder why that is. As such, I will just listen to the songs that are available in this playlist, which you can check out yourselves on the Eurovision Song Malta YouTube channel. The snippets are about 50 seconds long. This is going to be a fairly lengthy video from me. I'm not going to listen to all 50 seconds. You know, and I know, within 25 seconds or so, if a song is doing the business, if it's going to do any good at Eurovision. We just know if it's the bee's knees or not. So, without further ado, I'm going to get straight into this. The artists are not in alphabetical order in this list, which is a bit bizarre. But anyway, I've got my notepad ready. Well, I've got it nearly ready. Here we go. Yes, I'm hoping for quality. But like I just said a minute ago, it seems to me as though Malta has really reverted back to a format that wasn't always that successful anyway. And it's disappointing to see. Why they got rid of the X Factor Malta, or maybe that's still going and they're just not using it. Maybe it's to do with money, maybe the broadcaster TVM maybe they're not so interested. I really haven't got the foggiest. But what I'm hoping for here is just quality. That's all it's got to be. A half-decent track, which maybe you could elevate with tremendous staging. I mean, Ritmu for Aiden last year, or rather earlier this year, that could have actually done really well for Malta. They would have elevated the staging, more people would have got on board with the track, very charismatic performer. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what Malta have to do here. Either there's going to be a couple of real bangers, or there's going to be a few songs that have those promising signs there, if you see what I mean. I'm starting to ramble. Let's get through this. First up is Regina by Aiden. I'm assuming this is in the Maltese language. That reminds me, on the Instagram page I co-run with my friend, we did an Artists to Watch post for Malta. We mentioned Aiden, Brooke, Cheryl Balsan, Eliana Gomez Blanco, Fabrizio, Jessica, Maxine, and Ryan Healy. So I'm going to assume, based on nothing at all, that it could be one of those acts who wins the Maltese selection. Here we go, Aiden. Oh, right. Here he is, black outfit. It's in Spanish and English, is it? And Maltese. Okay. Bit of a repetitive chorus. It seems to me like a darker version of his previous national final track earlier this year. Yeah, it's got a sort of dark beat to it, if you see what I mean. I'll write him down. It seems okay. For all I know, it's probably the one to beat. Yeah. Yeah, he's a very confident, charismatic performer. It's bound to be fairly good live, but let's move on. Next up is James Lewis with Dream. Just waiting for this advert. There we go. He's got a big grin. Okay, it's definitely a ballad. Straightforward stuff. Oh, it's a bit cheesy. Bit cheesy. Let's move on, shall we? Got to be ruthless here, I'm afraid. Fabrizio, try to be better. There he is. It's a pop song. It's a bit so-so. It's not really packing as much of a punch as I want it to. Very middling. Ew, I don't know about that either. Disappointing. Next up is... Who the hell is this? Clintess. Yes, with Lura Cat. Female performer. Dramatic. Oh, it's not really going anywhere. I know it's a short snippet. Oh, I don't know. Again, it's very middling here. I really can't say much more than that. Gotta move on. Next is Brooke, who really should have represented Malta by now. This song is called Checkmate. Okay, bit of sass. Big chorus. I mean, do you know what it is? So far, a lot of these songs, I mean, I'm only 5 in, but these songs, they're just sort of middle of the road, not doing anything particularly groundbreaking or original. They're all safe, and I'm a bit disappointed by that. I mean, yeah, Brooks' song here, Checkmate, it's better than some of the other 4 I've listened out to so far. Let's move on. Ryan Healy, this is In the Silence. Skip this advert. There he is, with the beard. Lovely tone to his voice, yeah. Ballad. Feel like I've heard it before many a time. But Ryan Healy, something tells me he could be one to keep an eye out for with that track. Next up is Matt Black with Up. He's been involved before earlier this year. Ooh, this is not great. What is this? Two Shot? I mean, his song earlier this year was okay, and he performed it reasonably okay as well. This seems like it could be a right mess, if I'm being honest. No offence, that's just the way I see it here. Oh. One of the comments here says it gives me that crazy cousin at wedding vibes. That tells you everything you need to know about the popularity of this snippet. Let's move on. Maxine. Save the day, Maxine. Her previous songs in the national final for Malta have been pretty good. Beautiful woman. Her voice sounds very familiar to somebody else. Somebody from Melfest, I feel like. Maybe Lisa Ajax. It's a ballad anyway. Okay, we staged this with the spotlight on her, smoke machine, alone on stage. Yeah, this is like Torn by Lisa Ajax. A little bit. Didn't really get much of a hint there as to what the whole song is going to be like, but I have a feeling that could do fairly well. Okay, moving on. My god, 41 tracks here. Ludicrous. Next is Damn with It'll Be Okay. Just gotta wait for this advert. Okay. It's Jason Mraz. Yeah, summery, beachy vibes. Get out the acoustic guitar, get a little fire going on the beach. You know it. Do you see what I mean, though? If you've listened to these tracks, it's just like this. It's not going whoosh, winner material. Jesus. It's okay, but again, I've sort of heard it before. Where's the wow moment? I need to be instantly invested. Next is Francesca Shiveras with Masquerade. Big voice, yeah. Cause to celebrate. Okay. This is perfectly fine. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, you know this would not do that well at Eurovision. Particularly now the semi-finals are 100% public vote. Malta are probably dead and buried anyway. So, that sounded okay. I'm going to make a note of it. But it would not do well at Eurovision, I'm afraid. Next is Andre with Broken Hill. Broken Hill. Okay. What's up with these black outfits, by the way? Somebody's made the comment that I was just about to say. The eyeballs popping out. He's really going for this. And he's got a sort of slightly menacing look to his face. No, I mean, there's so much auto-tune, it seems, to his voice there as well. Not great. Jessica, unapologetic. We've got an advert, bear with me. Quite disappointing so far. Here we go. Jessica. In a blue outfit. Oh, it's the instrumentation to a lot of these tracks, you know. Nothing imaginative going on whatsoever. Yeah, the chorus is a little bit weak. That's a disappointment, I'm afraid. We move on to The Busker with Dance Our Own Party. It's a band, hallelujah. A saxophone. Bitter in my sweater. I mean, it's a little bit cheesy, it's a little bit cringy, but you've got to admire the sax because it's doing something different. Stands no chance. The winner, really good. Kind of jamming, to be honest. It stands out a bit. We move on to Christian Arding with Ekuchar. My apologies for the pronunciation here. Ekuchar. Tugging on the heartstrings ballad. Nice voice. No chance. Jason Sherry is next with Anything Can Happen. This is exactly... I've heard 5 seconds. This is exactly the sort of song that would be played on a kids' TV show. No, it's so dated. I'm really sorry. We've got to move on. Mark Anthony Bartolo. And we've got an advert. So, just to recap so far, I know this video is a bit messy. Aidan, Brooke, Ryan, Maxine, Francesca, and the Busker are the 6 that are, if standing out is the right term to use, they're the ones that are doing the business for me a little bit so far. This is Tears. The acoustic guitar is out. It's low key. He's got a big voice. He's been involved before, actually. Oh, I don't know, actually. Definitely need to hear more of that one. But, again, would not do well at Eurovision. Next is Eliana Gomez Blanco, one of the artists to watch, as I mentioned earlier, with Guess What? This is Je me casse, diluted to within an inch of its life. It's a bit jazzy. Do you know what this reminds me of? The melody. It reminds me of... Was it called Circus? It was in Norway's selection earlier this year. You'll know what I'm on about. I mean, I know I keep saying I mean. This is doing something a bit different as well. It's not going to win. Really good vibes. It's actually quite good. Yeah, we move on. I'm only 15 through. Well, 18 through now, I think. Maria De Bono with Zalegria. Okay. Feels quite whimsical. Okay. It's, you know, you can have a bit of a sway to this one. But again, what is with the instrumentation here? It's not bad, but it's so uninspired. Where's the variety? It is absolutely absent. Klinsmann next with Piranha. So let's hope this one bites. Here we go. He's been involved plenty of times before. It's that sort of stuff. No, no, no. Nah, he needs more of a rock song. Not this. A. Disappointing. Next is Lindsay with Haunted. Okay. Okay. Nothing amazing, but it is one of the better ones. That was okay. Who writes that track? Lindsay. Ah, look at the songwriting team, you see. Michael James Down, Primoz Poglayen, Jonas Gladnikov. They know what they're doing most of the time. That sounded okay. Next is Mikhail with Lechen Fichpa. My apologies. It's another one of those. Just lacking something there to be a little bit more impressive. It's okay, but I'm not blown away whatsoever. Cheryl Balsad is next with La La Land. Lovely stuff. Oh, she's not even there. Not really a fan of the instrumentation here. It feels heavier than it needs to be. She was on the artists to watch post. It wants to be a rock song really bad. It's not hitting the mark. Could be better live. We move on to Bradley Debono with Blackout. We will skip this advert. Here we go. Bradley, what have you got for us? Nice voice. Really belting it. Forgettable. Next is Greta Tudor with Sound of My Stilettos. Is this the chorus? Very, very subpar, and I'm not a fan of these lyrics. Who wrote this? Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, that's the sort of thing Malta will love. That is not the sort of thing they should be sending. It sounds very, very subpar. Next is Nathan with Creeping Walls. Oh, jeez. What is with these songs, man? It's a ballad. It's trying to be really emotional. It's okay, but it's not good enough. Next is Chris Greck. Now, this guy has been involved before, and he's got a smashing voice. Indescribable. Oh, get a load of that beard. Yeah, he's a great singer. Okay. Feels a bit 80s here. I'm adding you to the list, Chris, because I like your voice. The song, though, not quite doing the business. Next is Giada with I Depend on You, and I swear to God, if I get any more of these adverts... Let's see. Okay. I can vibe with this. Who wrote this track? Oh. Low key. I'm adding you to the list. Giada, I Depend on You. Absolutely fantastic. This is the winning song. Really promising. It did sound a bit promising, I won't lie. Next is Kirsty with Girls Get Down. Okay. Getting ready for the drop. Oh. Well, she's eating, licking crumbs off the plate. That's a comment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little underwhelmed. John Galea is next with Trailblazer. He's come dressed as an estate agent. The instrumentation again, Lord above. I don't know what it is. It seems to me as though composers in Malta are a little bit afraid of experimentation here. If it's anything other than straightforward pop, you're out. Disappointing, I'm afraid, John. Dario Betsina is next with Bridal Road. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. Feels very 90s. It's okay, but nothing amazing. Next up is Hayley with TikTok. We've got an advert first. I've got 9 names so far, which is probably 9 more than most people. Let's see. Hayley, TikTok. Big earrings. Is this in Maltese? Welcome to the list, Hayley. There's promise there. What are the comments saying? I like this one. There's promise there. Stage it well. Sing it well. Could be onto something. Next is Stefan with Heartbreaker. Oh, jeez. Smell that cheese. Not doing anything for me. Stefan Schwerep is next with What Do You Want? Quality, ideally. Oh, hello. Finally, a bit of urgency. Okay, bit of an old school rocker. Need a bit. I want a bit more energy, is what I want. No chance of success, but at least it's doing something a bit different. We move on to Jake with Love You Like That. Jesus, there's way too many songs here. No. Sorry, Jake, not doing it for me. Mary Claire with Thankful. Voice isn't bad. Can't imagine this standing out much live, I'm afraid. We move on to Gio Debono with The Mirror. Skip this advert. Okay. Another beard. Mid-tempo stuff, very middling. Not doing it for me. Dario is next with Porn in a Game. He's not there either. Feels too dated. We move on to Maria Christina with Our Flame. Okay, seems like a pop song. We're nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. Quite uninspired. And finally, because there are 2 unavailable videos apparently, this is the last one. Dominic and Anna with Whatever Wind May Blow. So, we've had one band in this lineup. That is absolutely crap from Malta, that is. Variety, not there. Who wrote this? Jonas Gladnikoff again, you see. You can just tell, sometimes without even looking, you can just tell which songs have been written by Swedes. I mean, that's okay, but it feels cheesy and dated. I'm not adding you to the list. The two songs that aren't involved here, I will have to listen to in my own time. I'm not sure what songs they are. I feel like I've listened to all of them. Jason Sherry, did I listen to that one? No idea. Anyway, I'm really, really sorry for the messiness of this video and the length of it. That was a struggle, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure it was for you. I've written down 10 names, but unless there is amazing staging, amazing vocals, and a revamp the likes of which we've never seen, Malta are firmly staying in the semi-finals in Liverpool, which is disappointing to say, but I can see it happening, an absolute mile off. I'm sure you probably agree with me here. The names I've written down and the songs that I will be checking out when the full versions are out for sure are Aidan, Brooke, Ryan, Hilly, Maxine, Francesca, the Busker. That is the name of the band, isn't it? Yeah, that was a bit of a swinging type number, was it not? The Busker. Yes, indeed. Lindsay. Yeah, that didn't seem too bad. Chris, Giada, that was promising. And Hayley. I have got another video here I'm just about to load up, uploaded by ESC Raleigh. I'm going to see what their ranking is very briefly. So bear with me. Let's see if we're on the same page. Okay. They've got Clintess last and Greta second last. Okay, they've got Eliana in 10th place. I'm not sure that would do well at Eurovision. Mikhail in 9th place. What? Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Maria. Hayley. That wasn't bad, actually. TikTok. Oh, yes. Giada. Or Gay. Have I been saying her name wrong? What is... It's Giada. Yeah, I Depend on You. That is one of the best songs here. Ryan Hilly, yeah. James with Dream. Oh, no. Aidan with Regina, that's probably going to win. Let's be honest. Maxine, that was pretty good. And Brooke, that was pretty good. I would say, based on the very short snippets, Aidan, Brooke, Maxine, Giada and Hayley. There you go, I've sort of whittled it down to 5. But, I'm sorry to say it, the signs do not look good for Malta next year either. So, let me know your thoughts. I will check out the full songs when they're released, and my God, I might not survive it. But I'm interested to know what you think about this selection. Too many of the songs seemed uninspired. Only one band, I think. No variety, really. Thoroughly disappointing. But I'm also not terribly surprised. Anyway, whatever your thoughts are, do let me know in the comments. I hope you all had a nice Christmas if you celebrate. There might be another video before the new year. Who knows? Whenever I see you next, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye for now. Take care.